Welcome to Montessori. You are now on the channel of a Montessori broadcaster. We greet all our viewers with love, respect and peace. Extra love for our returning viewers. Thank you in advance for liking and subscribing. Grab your coffee. And maybe a biscuit or two. Because now it is going to get interesting. Ready? So, what is our topic? Teaching to the child's imagination. Maybe you remember the seeds of interest that we mentioned in a previous video? The 6-year-old, who comes from a Montessori setting, possesses many seeds of interest, already planted in the previous years. Ready now to germinate and bloom in the elementary years. The Montessori approach is to teach to the elementary child's imagination in such a way that interest is awakened and engrams stimulated. Our previous video explained engrams in detail. How do we do this? By following the inspiring plan called Cosmic Education, which we explained in a previous video. This plan is the greatest story ever told, namely the story of the unfolding universe. In this video we discuss what is meant by teaching to the 6-year-old child's imagination. Montessori makes an incisive critique of the traditional approach to imagination in education, where it is regarded as important, but is cultivated as separate from intelligence. She calls such educationists the vivisectionists of the human personality. In the traditional school, children learn dry facts of reality, while the imagination is stimulated by fairy tales. She accepts that fairy tales give pleasure and stir the child's imagination, but their impact is severely restricted by the fact that they are totally removed from reality. I quote from Montessori: "If imagination be educated merely by fairy tales, at most the pleasure it gives will be continued later in novel reading. But we should never so limit its education. A mind that is habituated to seek pleasure only in fantastic tales, slowly but surely becomes lazy, incapable of nobler preoccupations. In social life we find too many examples of this sloth of mind, people caring only to be well dressed, gossip with friends and go to the cinema. Their intelligence is hopelessly buried under barriers which cannot now be removed. Their interest becomes increasingly narrow, till it is centered round the petty self, excluding the wonders of the world and sympathy with suffering humanity. Theirs is a veritable death in life." End quote. She underlines the essential role that imagination has played throughout human existence. She stated that everything invented by us, physical or mental, is the fruit of someone's imagination. In answer to the question, what are the benefits of imagination? She answered that it is infinite, not limited by time or space. She stated that by using our imagination, we can go backwards through the epochs, and have the vision of the earth as it was, with the creatures that inhabited it. By teaching to her or his imagination, the child is not expected to memorize that which he has not been able to visualize. Montessori believed that in the study of history and geography we are helpless without imagination. She continued, and I quote, "And when we propose to introduce the universe to the child, what but imagination can be of use to us? I consider it a crime to present such subjects as may be noble and creative aids to the imaginative faculty in such a manner as to deny its use. These subjects must be presented so as to touch the imagination of the child, and make him enthusiastic, and then add fuel to the burning fuel that has been lit." End quote. To sum up, the Montessori approach that is expounded in this book, to educate the human potential, bases itself on the understanding that the 6-year-old is ready to acquire the knowledge of human culture. The child's personality must be treated as a whole, the child's mind must not be dissected into various parts, and the focus should be on sowing boundless engramic seeds. This understanding has led Montessori to conclude that elementary students should be taught the story of the universe, and that imagination must be the paramount educational strategy. So, how do we present the universe to the child's imagination? That is the topic of our next video. And so, we have come to the end of our 6th video, in our series on Montessori's seminal book, To Educate the Human Potential. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and hit the like button. It helps us to promote our channel. Your opinions are important to us. Let us know what you think of this video by passing us a comment if you wish. And, thank you very much.